Our first time in Fethiye was an absolute blast, and after hearing so many good things about our next stop, Olo Deniz, we couldn't wait to get there, rest up, and get up early for the next day.
Good morning! We are up early to go visit Butterfly Valley before anyone gets up there, and then Blue Lagoon, which is opening at 8:30 a.m. We have a very busy schedule this morning.
We're not normally morning people, but Olo Deniz, these are the two most well-known beautiful natural spots.
We made it, and nobody's here. Wow, this is insanely high up and scary.
It's about 20 minutes outside of the main Olo Deniz area, and it's called Butterfly Valley because at some point in the past, there were dozens of different butterfly species living within the valley itself. Unfortunately, due to over-tourism, there is a whole lot less butterflies now. People still come up to this part for the scenic lookout. Big warning, don't head over to the edge of the cliff. There's no real protection up here, and unfortunately, in the past, people have fallen.
I'm afraid to look down. This is how high we are right now from the ground. Come here with comfortable shoes because anything can happen anytime. Knuckle mood. Steve's bringing my Snickers. Thank you, babes. Of course, right after I said I'm not gonna give any Instagram pictures, I did. It was very scary, but I kept it safe and I set. So right now, Steve is flying the drone and hopefully our drone shots are gonna come out nice. If you like them, please comment. Guess what happened? I fell and injured myself.
After Butterfly Valley, come straight away to Blue Lagoon. It gets very crowded very quickly. Maybe spend 30 minutes max at Butterfly Valley at sunrise and then come straight here. It's 25 liras to get in for parking and then another 15 liras per lounge chair. The costs kind of add up quickly. The lagoon itself is a bit further back and there were just a lot of people in there and the water wasn't necessarily as blue as it looks in the photos. We decided to come to kind of this main Kumberno beach. You definitely get why people love Olo Deniz. The nature is very beautiful. Wow, there's really big fish at my feet right now. So the one thing we're probably not gonna wind up doing here is the paragliding. It actually costs about 1,000 lira per person.
And flying a drone.
And we're not flying the drone right here underneath the paragliders because, you know, I don't want to like risk the drone, risk anybody's health. It's time to move on and see more of Olo Deniz. A lot of spots in Olo Deniz and Fethiye you can only get to by boat, including the beach at the famous Butterfly Valley and Santa Claus Island. But it definitely wasn't smooth sailing getting there.
Oh my god, that was crazy!
That's fun to get on.
This sea was supposed to be calm. I'm like feeling extremely nauseous. I'm gonna play back.
If you get seasick easily, definitely don't do this out of Olo Deniz.
This is miserable, don't do it.
Slightly less wavy here. Feeling a little bit better.
So we're at the Butterfly Valley. This stop is very special.
It's that insta-famous spot that you see from Turkey where there's a scenic overlook. That area is accessible by car though. You can drive down here.
Unfortunately, we were so unlucky with the waves today. Our captain almost decided not to stop here, but knowing the fact that a lot of people actually do this tour for just this stop, he decided to come here.
There's actually some people camping on the island, so we assume there's some sort of public boat that would take them here, where you could camp overnight and then hop back to Olo Deniz next morning. So we'll find it out, put it down in the description below. Almost as cold as stuck with tent.
This was really cold. I didn't expect this. As we were swimming, I stepped onto a sea urchin. Unfortunately, 3 of them got stuck in my feet. I tried to take them out, but it didn't work out. You put some oil on it, so hopefully it will come out. If not, I'm in trouble. Let's hope for the best.
It is lunchtime and we're able to get a whole fish and served with couscous. They also have potatoes of fries for 10 lira if you want to buy on board. Beers are 25 lira, Diet Coke's 10 lira, so it's very affordable. This is St. Nicholas Island because this is where the remains of St. Nicholas were found, or archaeologists believe are to be found. The island is still being discovered because the only way to get here is by boat, and they're very descriptive in what is exactly here. Church 1, Church 2, Church 3, and Church 4.
And this is Church 1. We're at church number 7 and all the churches are looking the same, but the views are getting more and more incredible the more you climb up the hill.
Unfortunately, our time here is limited because we're on a boat tour. You can't necessarily fully explore the island yourself. That said, you can't even get here without a boat. It's nice enough to explore it for 30 minutes, but let's get back to the boat now. Okay. Back from the boat tour. Our boat was 35 people and it was like the good middle ground. There are smaller boats though that are 15-ish people. That said, they don't go to Butterfly Valley. If you definitely want to see Butterfly Valley, go to the beach there. You should go on a bigger boat. We would actually not recommend going out of Ola Deniz for a boat tour. They have similar boats out of Fethiye and it's a marina, so the water is much calmer. So the one big negative was that there were a few more stops on this boat tour out of Ola Deniz, and it felt like they rushed us pretty much at every stop. They would say, we have an hour, and then about 45 minutes in, they'd be calling us back to the boat already. We're gonna rest up here at our hotel, which has been fantastic, just outside of the main Ola Deniz area, and it has a beautiful pool and an actual water slide, which Gökçe has been eyeballing. She can't help herself.
I can't.
Central Ola Deniz is much more lively and popular with tourists. Surprisingly, that also brings really good food, and we weren't expecting that at all.
It's so interesting to me because I've never had Chinese food in Turkey. We've been in Turkey for the last 6 months. We have been eating a lot of Turkish food. We do love Turkish food a lot, but at the same time, it's nice to have some variety, and we miss Asian food. Obviously, I'm the only Turkish person here because this whole area is very much populated by tourists, especially British people.
So Ola Deniz is a bit of a surprise. Right here in Hisaronu, it's a little bit more of a Marmaris than we were expecting. We actually recommend staying outside of this Hisaronu area at our hotel. It's much more natural, much more what we expected Ola Deniz to be. That said, you really can't go wrong with coming to Ola Deniz. You should definitely add it on if you're staying in Fethiye.